They're like, please buy them. They are legal here. We did not have the Canadian Cuban Missile Crisis. So it's all good in the hood.
So we're seeing Treeaye go the Sheik. Did Treeaye beat MC David in winners?
For the first time ever.
With the Sheik? Or was it with the climbers?
I think he went Ice Climbers.
He went Ice Climbers, yeah. So I saw that. I saw like I only heard the Treeaye had won. I just heard the crowd erupt. But yeah, Treeaye, that's insane. Like how it was like 25-0 or something crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean they have played, especially in like winners finals, losers finals, grand finals. You know, like these two are in top 3 very frequently, and David is always like one step above Treeaye, unless there was like some weird bracket where David lost early. But it's almost, you know, until today, it has never been due to Treeaye's own volition.
True. Ooh, the up B gonna work out for MC David. Getting the dash attack too. Getting that back air as well. And the dash attack, a little sloppy recovery there from Treeaye.
Damn, yeah, that sucks.
That is going to be it. So now, MC David up 4 stocks to 3. Still in it. And gets it up air. That is going to do it.
Damn. Treeaye's Sheik is kind of nasty, low-key. And it's actually moving. He's fast. The one thing about Treeaye is, say what you will about, you know, him wave dash smash attacking, is he's not lame. He's not like running away from people. Treeaye is trying to interact.
Yeah.
Unless he contradicts me right now.
Treeaye's trying to hit as hard as possible, I feel.
At all times.
Yeah. That's why he'll like always prefer like the harder read sometimes.
Sure.
Like, maybe like 2 or 3 hits.
Very
of
committal.
like, I'm going to hit this. He's like, nah, I'm going to hit. I might hit something that is going to kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'd rather go for that. Plays for the stock count.
Oof. Oh lordy.
That's going to do it. So now Treeaye down 2 stocks to 3. MC David with a lot of percent too in this matchup. One of the slower matchups in the game, Sheik Peach. Why do you think this matchup is more like slow-paced?
I think both characters. So Peach is inherently pretty slow, right?
Yes.
And the thing about Sheik is that Sheik's movements are these very rapid, committal, you know, sort of dashes, you know. So she can combo Peach, but it's much less explosive than I think with other characters. So you tend to have to just kind of play it slower. And alternatively, Peach does not get like that much off the hit unless Sheik is like CCing a down smash or whatever. So she's slow and it's hard to gain openings. However, if you my favorite permutation of this matchup is Hanky Panky versus Dreffin at Ohio locals. Those two, it's very funny because Dreffin's a pretty defensive, but also like ambiguous to read kind of player, you know?
Yep.
And Hanky Panky will just sort of just smack him across the screen with Peach. So that's probably the fastest I've seen the matchup played. But wow.
Isn't Dreffin also like Zelda play?
He plays Zelda more frequently than pretty much any other Sheik.
True.
That should be it. David turning it up on the Sheik counter pick.
It's always funny to see him in the dock whenever he's in there.
Yeah. He's talking about Captain Falcon or whatever.
True.
Oh,
he's in there with Hungry Box. That was fun. That's the fun part of the Melee doc, is just like the original one is you just see like the
Mango's hungover.
Yeah.
Like a Midwest regional or whatever.
True, but like you just see like the start, it's like certain people, and by the end it's like it's different people. You know what I mean? It's like more narration. The narration shifts with the timeline.
Well, yeah, because the first people like. The first one is like you're hearing like a Shark Week documentary about like Azen, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, dude, Azen had the mind games because he L-canceled versus D.A. Dave, and then D.A. Dave sucked his balls or whatever, like, and it was so cool. But then like the other stuff is like, oh yeah, watch this pools match and then we'll interview them after the pools match. Like, it's much less like narrative and more so the most documentary-like part of the documentary, you know?
True. I mean, it's definitely like trying to encapsulate just like the other parts of Smash, not just, okay, this is what happened at top play. you know, the more like local stuff like this is featured because this is also, you know, it's a part of the scene. It's a lot of your favorite players. They came up in a scene like this.
Pretty much everyone. I can't imagine there are many people that started out going to majors and then, you know, they were like, oh, maybe I should give locals a try. Like, I feel like most people spend at least several months at a local, you know, before they even consider like traveling for Melee, you know.
True.
What was your time traveling? What was your first time traveling for Melee?
I'm actually going to surprise you here. I have never traveled for Melee.
You've never gone out of region?
I've only gone to Smash Gun and Pound.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess it's like sort of traveling, but it's like an hour away at most, you know?
Yeah.
Or I guess you're in like Rockville, so it's like not even like, it's like even closer, you know?
Yeah.
But,
no, I drove. I've never stayed in a hotel at Smash Gun either.
Damn. I mean that makes sense though, because you kind of are like equidistant from, you know, both of those majors or whatever.
True.
But
well, Pound, I don't know. We're still waiting because Pound is one of those series that sometimes it happens and sometimes it just doesn't.
Usually has a couple of years of a hiatus, but you know we always try to bring it back when we can.
True.
Treeaye trying to stop David right now, but David's looking kind of unstoppable from being real. I'm really curious to see if David wins, how it would go versus Tybex, because they have not played today. However, Treeaye Tybex was game 5.
True.
Treeaye's playing hot, so who's to say he couldn't clutch out this game?
Yep.
Ah!
Beach a fun matchup though for me to watch because it's very like I feel like it's maybe the most like underratedly tense matchup.
Yeah. It's very honest. Both of the characters have pretty straightforward ways to deal with each other. I do think Marth wins, of course, but Peach can combo the crap out of Marth and definitely get some nice edge guards.
True. It's like volatile, but also it's like almost like a 64 matchup the way it's played, where it's like conservative neutral, and then they just like go in, and then you just gotta get your hits.
Ooh.
That's crazy. I saw the other day that 64, because of Remix, they used animations from the original game because they added a mode with air dodge, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, Smash 64 Remix has like literally like unused air dodge animations for like tumble, because you can't like for like Yoshi, for example, you can't put yourself in a tumble in that game as Yoshi with anything. But because they air dodge, you know, air dodge tumble.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but they were intending on still having it. That shit's really interesting. When like games have like just unused assets in there, where it's just like, yeah, this was like pretty much finished.
This was the idea, but we're not doing it.
Yeah, I had Battlefront on the mind because of the trailer today.
Oh, yeah,
they
I heard about that.
dropped the crossplay Battlefront, but that made me think like Battlefront 3, the original, was like literally like 90% done.
Damn.
Like it was like very, very close to the finish line. It's like crazy to like just think about like all those things where it's like, yeah, this was like really close. Like how different Melee could have been too.
Sure.
Like apparently, like, you know, if they had like a year more, like who's to say that Melee wouldn't be like just this weird like. Maybe it stays the same and they have like James Bond, maybe it doesn't.
Or it's like a Heaven's Gate thing, you know, where it's like at the time people are like, this is like excessive and I don't get it or whatever.
True.
And then it's, you know, maybe like 10 years later people appreciate it.
True.
But to be honest, I think like a lot of great art, like The Godfather, like Citizen Kane, like the Sistine Chapel, Melee was made under great duress and the sort of human journey that comes with toiling your brain over a great laborious effort.
True.
Truly creates some of the most enduring stuff ever.
True. But it's so fickle because like it's the greatest stuff ever, and then a ton of stuff where it's just like, yeah, this got messed up because we didn't have enough time.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. And there is great art that's also made when everything goes right.
True.
You know? So I'm not to say it's a necessity, but it's no shock to me that Melee was made in such strange, you know, irregular conditions, I guess.
True.
Such pressure cooker conditions, because the product is one that was made with urgency, you know, and, you know,
a lot of passion.
Yeah, exactly.
But also there was no, like, I don't feel like Melee, like, caved to any, so there wasn't really, like, conversation to, like, kind of steer the game anywhere.
Yeah.
It was just, like, okay, people loved Smash 64. Let's see what Melee can do.
Yeah.
It was more just like a let's add things, and I feel like because of that, they wanted to be like as robust as possible.
Yeah.
If anything, Melee is robust.
It's like a screenwriter or like a novelist like adapting their book to like a screenplay or whatever. You know?
True. It's like a classic book that gets made into a classic movie.
Yeah, exactly. Because occasionally the person that wrote it is involved in it, you know?
Yeah. So it's something that's like The Color Purple. You know,
Oh,
something
true,
like that.
true, yeah. Written by Steven Spielberg.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe. I've never seen the movie actually.
It's book's good.
Read the book for school.
For school, yeah. the
Yeah.
classic.
Not a bad book. I like the book.
Yeah. I done been through a whole lot.
Shout outs to 5th grade, you know, English class.
Yeah. Alice Walker.
Reading. What was your favorite book in school?
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies? Mine
Yeah.
was, at the time, it was Catcher in the Rye.
No, I mean Catcher in the Rye is good. It's fun.
Yeah.
J.D. Salinger is a really like understated kind of style that I think is pretty like endearing. It's a very like personal, you know.
Yeah. But now I feel like my favorite book is Assassin's Creed, the picture novelization.
Yeah. At Target, you know. Yeah, directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's his first book, you know.
My favorite book is the Melee Cookbook. You know.
Oh yeah. Chef Rockman is my Herman Melville.
True.
Much like how MC David is
Reading them like a book.
trying to murder Treeaye. Get revenge.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Treeaye trying to hang on, make the comeback that he did before, but ooh, okay, could have gotten something off it. This is his last stock in the tournament.
Yep, for Treeaye.
Try and make it count. Wow, David's looking systematic with that edge guard.
Yep. And that will be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Treeaye getting bounced by MC David. MC David finally losing to Treeaye in winners, but in losers runs it back, and now is moving on.
Cleans it up 3-0. Nice run to 4th for Treeaye. This was a very stacked bracket, so, you know, top 4, not guaranteed at all.
True. And I think having that MC David win, even if he loses after, it's super important for the mental. It's like, okay, I can do it. It's not like even if I lose the next few,
very next set,
it's not going to feel as bad as like I've never beaten this
And he
person.
got it on stream too. So
True.